Yo, mis amigos. Figure I'd tell you a little story. And the name of this story, I'm gonna call it Chasing Cigarette One. To this point, I've only seen 3 completed Formula 233s. My Formula 233, the one in the picture, and Cigarette One. I had been searching for this boat literally for years. And by chance, I posted a picture of my boat in a forum and was given an invite to come check out Cigarette One and potentially meet Speedboat and Marine Race Royalty. So I immediately cleared my schedule for the weekend so that I would be sure to have plenty of time and no interruptions to go see this boat. Okay, so I am getting ready to go to Tavares. There is a boat show there today, and they have Cigarette One there. I'll give you the history on that here in a little bit, but for now, see you in a minute. Yo, so I made it here to Tavares to the boat show. There's lots of cool stuff here. I'm gonna try and track down Cigarette One, and I guess the sooner I track it down, the sooner I can start getting some footage. Immediately from the gate, I was in awe of the time and effort these craftsmen put into these beautiful classic vessels. With each vessel I passed, I was more aware of the passion that it takes to bring these vessels back to life. The more I walked, the more I could feel the excitement in the air of enthusiasts waiting for their opportunity to get close to their favorite boat or take a joyride on one of their favorite vessels. It felt like the entire lake was abuzz, all 15,321 acres of it. Now, I first heard about Cigarette One when I bought this boat. The guy that sold it to me was an old timer, and he was explaining to me who Don Arnow is and the significance of both Don Arnow and Cigarette One. And there she was, Cigarette One in all her glory. First, I kept my distance. I just kind of stood in place and studied every inch, every corner, every turn, every screw, every bolt, every inch of gel coat that I could. And before I knew it, like a moth to a flame, I was running my hand down the gunnel. I don't even know how I got from behind the boat to the side of the boat. It just, it was just awesome. And that is when I met the current owners of Cigarette One. We immediately went into questions and answers about my boat, question and answers about their boat, and we just were going back and forth. And then finally, one of them looked at me and goes, "You know what? Let's save that for later. Climb aboard, and let's get some keys in your hand." So I start her up. Her start is thunderous. So much so that everyone on land has stopped walking and looking in our direction. So I turn her off, and this is where the best part happens, right? So I turn her off, and we sit down and we start to compare notes. I give him all the information I have that I've gathered, and he just begins to like just dump out tons of information and helpful tips and tidbits. And he asked me a few questions about the boat, and after I'd answered them, he just kind of looked at me and he's like, "It sounds like you have an authentic 64, Tony. That's going to be a great boat to build." And at that point, I'd received the greatest validation that I didn't know I wanted or needed. Took the day off for working on the boat yesterday, on either one of them, to go to a boat show in Tavares, Florida. At this boat show, they had Cigarette One, right? So, like, I've been wanting to see that boat for a very long time, maybe 5 years, maybe 9 years. I don't know exactly how long it's been. It's been a really long time. It's part of the reason why I haven't done as much to this boat as I could have. This is so exciting to me. It's just so exciting. And I hope that I get you guys some really good footage so you can be just as excited about it as I am, just as happy about it as I am. Yeah. So this ought to be good. This ought to be fun. Or at least I'm going to try to make it good. And I'm going to make it fun. And we'll go from there.